Have you ever wished for everything you touch to turn into gold? The concept known as the Midas touch has been a fascinating facet of popular culture for centuries, often seen as a symbol of unfathomable wealth and prosperity. It stirs the imagination, drawing us into a world where anything is possible. Yet such a power comes with its own set of implications. Would it be a blessing or a curse? Imagine the possibilities, but also consider the consequences. The tale of the Midas touch originates from an ancient Greek myth about King Midas. This king, known far and wide, was famous for his wealth, but even more so for his insatiable greed. Our story begins with Midas, a king with a lust for gold that knew no bounds. One day he was granted a wish by the Greek god Dionysus, the deity of wine and revelry, as a reward for his kindness. Overwhelmed with the possibilities, King Midas expressed his deepest desire, that everything he touched should turn into pure gold. Dionysus, though hesitant, granted the king's wish. At first, King Midas rejoiced. His power seemed infinite, his wealth limitless. He touched his chair and it turned to gold. He touched his table, his door, his walls, all transforming into the precious metal. His heart filled with pride and joy. However, the initial euphoria soon gave way to a grim reality. The food he tried to eat turned to gold before it could reach his lips. The water he attempted to drink transformed into gold as it touched his tongue. Even the roses in his garden, which he loved dearly, turned rigid and cold under his touch. The most tragic consequence came when his beloved daughter rushed to embrace him. As he touched her, she too transformed into a lifeless statue of gold. Midas, horrified, realized the severity of his wish. His dream had become his worst nightmare. In despair, he pleaded with Dionysus to take back his golden gift. The god, moved by his plight, agreed and instructed him to wash in the river Pactolus to lose his destructive power. As Midas did, his gift flowed into the river, turning its sands into gold. In his quest for wealth, King Midas lost everything he held dear. The Midas touch, a symbol of prosperity and power, became a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition and greed. While the story of King Midas is a myth, the concept of the Midas touch carries profound implications. As we delve deeper into the philosophical context, it becomes evident that the Midas touch is more than a mere fairy tale. It's a cautionary tale about unchecked desire and the importance of understanding the consequences of one's wishes. Imagine a world where everything you touch turns to gold. Initially, it feels like a blessing, a dream come true, but soon the harsh reality sets in. The food you touch turns to gold. The water you try to drink becomes a solid mass of precious metal. Even the people you love, with a mere touch, become lifeless golden statues. Your golden touch, which once seemed like an ultimate gift, becomes a curse. The Midas touch, therefore, is a metaphor for greed and insatiable desire. It's a stark reminder that unchecked ambitions can lead to unforeseen consequences. This myth urges us to be mindful of our desires, to strike a balance between what we want and what we need. Furthermore, it highlights the importance of understanding the implications of our wishes. A wish granted without thought can lead to a disastrous outcome, just as King Midas learned the hard way. As the tale of King Midas teaches us, sometimes what we desire most can become our greatest downfall. So what can we take away from the concept of the Midas touch? The story of King Midas, while rooted in ancient mythology, carries with it enduring lessons that continue to resonate today. At its core, the Midas touch symbolizes the tantalizing allure of wealth and power. It's a compelling narrative of a king who was so infatuated with gold that he wished for everything he touched to turn into it. But this seemingly fortunate gift quickly turned into a curse, teaching us a poignant lesson about the pitfalls of unchecked desire and the importance of balance. Furthermore, the Midas touch serves as a stark reminder of the unintended consequences that may follow our wishes. It underscores the age-old wisdom that not all that glitters is gold, and that we must tread carefully in the pursuit of our desires. Remember, the Midas touch is not just about the allure of wealth, but also a cautionary tale about the nature of desire and the importance of understanding the consequences of our wishes.